How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? David Medina here. Man, it's still hitting me. Still hitting me. I don't know about you guys, but this whole turn your thing off, please, producer. Um, this whole Charlie Kirk assassination, man. I don't know about you guys, but I did not sleep well last night. Again, for the second night in a row. Of course, Charlie Kirk was assassinated 2 days ago at Utah Valley State University in the red state of Utah by a coward, radicalized 22-year-old by the name of Tyler Robinson, who was taken into custody earlier this morning. If you missed all the news, we're going to catch you up on all that. I'm really glad you're here, and I hope that you're okay. I know there's a lot of people, I just went to the gym and I was out in public, and just people coming up to me saying, man, like you could just tell people are, this hit really hard. um, it was different from the assassination attempt from Trump. It was different from even like Kobe Bryant dying. I know they're not in the same, but the shock of it, this hit home for this country, and it didn't just hit home for people that were fans of Charlie Kirk, but it also hit home for, just liberals. Even I mean, I know there are people celebrating this. I know there are people disgusting human being trash of human beings that are celebrating Charlie Kirk being brutally assassinated in front of his family, in front of thousands of people, in front of the world, by this kid. And I know that they're celebrating this. I even saw dolls being made, Charlie Kirk dolls of him being assassinated. I've seen all kinds of different things, but you know what I've also seen, and like we saw in Portland yesterday, there are many liberals and Democrats that are also upset about this. People, liberals and Democrats and you're probably thinking to yourself, because this is what went through my head, like, how are they still Democrats? How are you still liberals then? How do you associate with these radical people? It's the same way that people like me don't associate with people on the crazy far right that literally, say the craziest things. I know you guys can probably name a few. Blow up the chat for me. We are live. I'm going to be reading your guys' comments. We are live on YouTube, X, and Facebook right now at David Medina PDX. I appreciate you guys being with me. But yeah, man, I woke up again. I just can't get that video out of my head. I can't get it out of my head of Charlie Kirk being shot. I just can't. It just keeps replaying over and over and over. And the one thing we can do, and I told someone this the other day. I said, if you're not afraid, they're like, aren't you afraid for your life, David? Why don't you just just chill, right? Aren't you afraid? Those who tell you, especially those in my field that do what we do, if they say they're not afraid, oh, we're tough and we're not afraid at all, they're lying to you. Of course I'm afraid. Of course I'm worried about my daughter, my family, myself. Of course there's an element of fear. There's an element of fear in everybody. What the definition of courage means is the people that decide to not let fear dictate their thoughts and actions. The ones that will stand up regardless. That's what true courage means. And that's what we need more of in this country. We need more of this in Oregon, Washington, California, blue states where the enemy is having his way. We need more bold and courageous people like Charlie Kirk. God rest his soul, who's dancing with Jesus right now. I mean, if you want some kind of, especially if you're a Christian, if you want some kind of thing to hang your hat on, Charlie Kirk is dancing with Jesus. He's dancing with the creator of the universe right now. He's literally up in heaven right now partying. I mean, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. Whenever I think of the video of replaying over and over and over again of Charlie Kirk being shot in the neck, I think, but where is he now? And I truly believe in my heart, as I was praying about this yesterday, that Charlie Kirk, as soon as that bullet entered his skin, the very millisecond that bullet entered his skin, he was already with Jesus. I don't think he suffered. I don't think he felt it. I think he was already with Jesus. He was already crossed over. That's my honest belief. That's what I truly believe happened. I don't think Charlie Kirk suffered. I don't even think he knew. I think he literally was blinking after answering that question, and he literally blinked and then was like, wait a minute. No way. You know what I mean? He was like, no way. And then he sees the King of Kings coming for him. Well done, good and faithful servant. And he's like, Lord, really? Okay, this is awesome where I'm at right now. This is awesome. Like, I'm in heaven. But what happened? And the Lord is, explained to him, hey, man, it was your time. And this is why. And I think Charlie Kirk knows why it was his time. Many of us don't, but I know that Charlie, he knows everything now. And, the Bible says that when we're with him, we'll be like him, right? And that means knowledge, everything. And so have comfort that Charlie Kirk is with the God of the universe. He's in the same place that my mom is at, my grandparents are at. He's in the same place that all your loved ones that you've lost are at if they believed in Jesus. And if they didn't believe in Jesus, and if you're one of those people that are on here that are like, they get upset at me saying that, I'm sorry. That's what I believe. Okay. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to try to convince you. I'm just telling you what I believe. Okay. That's just what I truly believe as a Christian. And I believe it for so many reasons because of what God has done in my life and of the miracles I've seen in my life ever since I dedicated my life to the Lord, regardless of my mistakes. Right. And so, anyways, I want to get you guys caught up. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're going to go for about an hour and a half. We went for a little over 3 hours the other day. We're going to go for a little over an hour, maybe hour and a half today. We have the Candlelight vigil happening tonight in Tualatin. I know some big names that have already said they're going to be there. Some local celebrities that are going to be there, and I think it's going to be great. Whether we have 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, it's going to be great because I really believe that when people gather together and people, share their thoughts and prayers and condolences and memories. I feel like that is powerful, and that really unleashes. In fact, that's biblical. It's in the Bible. But the Candlelight vigil tonight happening. I'm going to pull it up here for you guys, and then we're going to get you caught up on everything. Welcome to the show. Make sure that you are blowing up the chat, sharing this live. Let's get people on here because not just for information, but just to give people hope. Let's get people on here. Let's get people. Let's get our minds and hearts in the right place. Blow up that chat. I appreciate you guys being here. We will pull up some chats on the screen here in a little bit. Read some chats of what you guys have to say. This is your show. This is not my show. This is not my producer's show. This is our show. This is your show. Okay. I want this show is just getting started. There's going to be so much more amazing things that are going to be added to this in the future. Entertainment value that is going to make this actually interesting and fun to watch, encouraging also. I want you to feel like you can come here and get encouragement because especially in times like this, man, like I said, people's faces today, man, you could just tell it's like the life has been sucked out of people, and we need revival. We need revival. Let me pull up that Candlelight vigil that I posted earlier. Let me see. Let's go here. Candlelight vigil tonight in Tualatin, Oregon. The reason why I had it in Tualatin, that we decided to have it in Tualatin, was obviously for safety for people, because I want people to be bold, but I do want people to feel like safe and good about this. And this is right across the street from right across the street in Tualatin, Oregon, about 10 minutes outside of Portland. Right across the street from a police department. And that police department called me earlier. I did not reach out to them. That police department called out to me and said that, they're going to have officers around there to make sure things are going smoothly. He was kind of feeling me out like, hey, what are you about? I said, we're not there to agitate. We're not there to spread hate. We're not there to cause trouble. We just want to come together for this amazing, incredible man who did so much for this country, did so much for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of you personally. And so that's what tonight's about. It's just about remembering, and it's about praying, and it's about community. I know we've lost this whole community thing these days because of big tech, because of technology, because of phones. But I mean, I feel it sometimes too, where I don't even want to go to church sometimes. It's like, I don't want to mingle with people, but it's like when I do, I never regret it. Because our bodies are naturally drawn to have community with friends, family. That's why isolating, the Bible is so against isolating. Do never isolate. If you're going through something, or you're depressed, or you're going through anxiety, you never isolate. I isolated when I was going through my testing 2 to 4 years ago. It did nothing for me. It got me darker and darker and darker. Surround yourself with good people, have community. Let's be at this tonight to honor Charlie Kirk and come together and meet each other. I would love to meet some of you out there that I haven't met. I'd love to give you a big hug, and let's just have a good time. This is at Tualatin Community Park at 7 p.m. tonight. And bring your signs, bring your flags, bring your candles. We're going to have some candles to hand out to people that didn't bring theirs. Don't bring blow torches. Okay. Let's not be stupid. And there's also another vigil happening in Salem. the capital of Oregon, Salem, Oregon, at Corbin University at 7 p.m. If you can't make the drive to Tualatin, the local TPUSA chapter is having a vigil at Corbin University in Salem, Oregon. So please support that. If some of you go to that, send me pictures. I would love to share pictures across my pages of that event as well as our event. So I don't even want to call this our event. That's why I didn't put anybody's name on it or any of the organizers' names, or I didn't put anybody on there, because this is not our event. This is Charlie Kirk's event. And that's how we need to view it. So there's going to be some big names there tonight, some big local Oregon sports and Hollywood celebrities. I don't want to build it up too much, but it's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a really good time. And I know there's football games tonight. I know there's high school football games, varsity games. You guys have kids that are playing. I get that. Totally get that. If you can't make it because of that, but maybe you can come for a little bit, for a half hour, and then make, the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I don't know. If you're a young person, I want to see you here. We need young people to rise up. No more like old people like us, like being the only ones to speak up. We need young people, and in particular, young men stepping up in this country, in this state, fighting for good. Start a social media page like I did 7 years ago. Like I started all of this 7 years ago. Didn't know what I was doing, just wanted to stand for good. And God has been using it in amazing ways. So tonight, 7 o'clock, right outside of Tualatin. This has been retweeted by some big conservative names already. Chad Prather, appreciate you, man, for retweeting this and getting this out. Just going to be an amazing time. There's no fees. You don't need to donate. There's nothing. Just come. Just be present. That's your donation. You being present, me seeing all your faces, and having you celebrate this man with us. So Charlie Kirk, amazing man. Now, if you're not caught up, earlier today, ladies and gentlemen, we got him, was the quote from the Utah governor, Governor Cox. He's had his history. We have his issue. We've had issues with Governor Cox in the past with some anti-Trump stuff. Listen, I hear you guys, especially in the comments and in the DMs. Let's not do that. Let's not like nitpick, things that like the governor did. Like, let's come together, please. Let's come together. This is not the time to be like infighting. This is the time to be coming together and figuring out what the next steps forward are. So here's how Charlie Kirk's killer was caught last night. A family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the sheriff's office. At dinner a few days ago, another family member mentioned Kirk was coming to UVU, Utah Valley State University, not Utah State University, Utah Valley University, and that Kirk was full of hate and spreading of hate and spreading hate. Tyler messaged his roommate on Discord. Now, if you don't know what Discord is, it's just like a WhatsApp or a Telegram. It's just it's usually, made for gamers, Discord, right? Producer Brandon, usually gamers. That's what Discord is. That's what that software is. The suspect, Tyler, messaged his roommate on Discord about picking up his rifle from a drop point, saying the rifle was wrapped in a towel. That's where authorities found the rifle. Tyler was taken into custody. Let's watch this clip from Governor Cox.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th.
So I want to make some notes here because I've had people already message me going, David, this isn't the guy. There's no way this can be the dude. Listen, stop. Please stop. Please stop with I'm all about questioning things, but there's some good signs here that point to that this was the kid. Okay. They have the kid admitting it to his father. His father turned him in. They have the Discord messages. They found him alive, right? The one thing I have a problem with the Butler incident, the reason why I we still don't know everything about the Butler kid that tried to kill President Trump. He was dead. He can't talk. We can't interrogate him. So so many answers remain unanswered. That's why I feel like there's more to Butler than what they're telling us. This was not, I don't feel like Butler was a lone wolf. That's my honest, in my heart opinion, that the Butler Trump assassination attempt he was not a lone wolf. He had help. Now the question remains is well, from who then? That's a big question. I have my theories. And part of it involves the government. That's all I'm going to say. Those are theories. Those are not confirmed. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that's just what my mind thinks about. Okay. This kid is alive. If you want to cover up something, if you want something, if this was a bigger operation at play, the kid is going to be, he would have either had instructions to off himself, or he would have had, he would have been offed, right? In my opinion, that's how you cover stuff up. I mean, look at the look at the Jack Ruby when he killed Lee Harvey Oswald, the assassin from JFK. They like literally killed him within 24 hours because why? I don't know. And I think we know, but they killed him so he couldn't talk. And then Jack Ruby was killed, right? So it's like this kid is alive. He's talking. He's given information. There's like a plethora of evidence that points to that this was him, like hardcore evidence, palm prints that were left behind, foot impressions, fingerprints. There's so much evidence that points to this kid. And I mean, when you look at stuff like this right here, this was the other information that came out. This proves the killer, Nick Sorter says, Governor of Utah confirms the writing on Charlie Kirk's killer's ammunition. Now, some of the writing that they found on these unused casings are pretty similar to what they're teaching and what the college kids are saying today. Fascist, fascist. One of the casings says, it notices bulges, OWO, what is this? Unfired casing number 1, hey fascist, catch. This is what the killer allegedly wrote. Unfired casing number 2, oh bella ciao, oh bella ciao. This is a reference to an Italian anti-fascist song. Unfired casing number 3, if you read this, you are gay, LMAO. This was a product of a kid that was heavily radicalized by the American far left and American academia and all of the college professors and all the media that calls Trump and calls conservatives and MAGA Republicans threats to democracy, biggest threat to America, white supremacy, white supremacists. All of the rhetoric has led to Tyler Robinson. And it has now cost the life of Charlie Kirk, a husband, a father, a friend, American icon. We all knew this was coming. We just didn't think it was going to come so quickly and at such a high cost, like with the life of Charlie Kirk. We knew this was coming. You can't tell a generation, especially a younger generation, that one group, half of America, is out to erase them. That half of America is racist. Half of America wants you dead. Half of America is fascist. You can't just continue to brainwash kids like that and expect this kind of outcome not to happen. I mean, my gosh. You can always go check it if you want. For some reason, I've had a lot of traffic come through my house. Listen, if you're a solicitor or anything or a friend, do not come to my house. Do not come to my studio. Like let me breathe, okay? Please. We're on high alert here. And we're not scared. We're not in fear. We're not like paranoid, but we're on high alert. We're on point. Trust me. We're not just thinking that this is war, dude. This is war. We're in a soft war in the United States right now, and we're staying ready. This was the mugshot of Tyler Robinson. We're going to show you clips here in just a little bit of him speaking at an event. A friend just a little bit ago just came out, breaking news, just came out that a friend confirmed that he was a far leftist. I mean, it doesn't take the friend to confirm that. We can see that from what he wrote on the bullet casings. We have pictures of, put that on mute. Thanks, bro. We have pictures of him on Halloween, dressed as sitting on Trump. I think was Trump bloody. Was that costume bloody? Can you look that up for me? And then, so here was the footage that was going around of him escaping the scene. If you guys see this, so he had just shot Charlie Kirk. You can see him on the rooftop right here. Watch him. He's going to come right here and he's going to drop down. This coward, this piece of crap, low human being who deserves the firing squad. I'm sorry, he does. I am calling for the death penalty. I agree with it. There are some Christians that will disagree with me. You're welcome to disagree, and I respect you. But this is so egregious. Look at him jump down. This is where he left the palm prints. Jumps down, leaves the foot impressions. They have so much evidence to connect this kid. And then he ran off like the coward that he is, the radical coward that he is. And I want to just make clear that the blood of Charlie Kirk is not just on his hands. Everything I just mentioned, everybody that I just mentioned, all of the radical left people in America that have constantly had the rhetoric of conservatives, Christians, Christian nationalists, labeling us all of these things and encouraging riots, not condemning them. They have the goal to blame the gun and gun control on this whole situation. Some of the media even was blaming Trump for this. Some of the politicians in DC. I don't want to share the country with these people. I just don't. That's my honest feelings. I am all for finding common ground with people who want to have common ground. Like the people we ran into in Portland, the liberals, the Democrats that we ran into in Portland yesterday, who actually are still sane people that are like, we don't agree with this. We don't like Trump. We don't like Charlie Kirk, but we don't agree with this. I'm not talking about those people. Those people, I can share a country with those people. I think they're misguided. I think they're wrong. But I can share a country with those people, reasonable people who don't think we should be killing each other. But I cannot share a country with people like Tyler Robinson, which I guarantee you there are at least hundreds of thousands more Tyler Robinsons around the country right now. Maybe some that are even planning the next attack. I can't share a country with people like that. I can't share a country with people like in the media who are continuing to spew this hateful rhetoric towards conservatives and Christians and Trump supporters and moderates. I can't share a country with those people. I don't want to. We need to start holding them accountable. Like, how much more life needs to be lost? And then they want to sit there and gaslight us that all of these attacks are because of guns. Oh, are you guys ready to talk about gun control now? Shut the hell up. Take your gun control argument and shove it where the sun don't shine. That's not the problem, and you know it's not the problem. You're just so loyal to this movement that guns, and it makes you feel compassionate. And you don't want to call out the real issue, which is mental health and radicalization in our country. You can get out of here with that nonsense. I'm tired of it. I don't want to share. I'm sorry. Here are the official charges that Tyler Robinson, I hate saying his name. I'm not saying his name anymore the rest of this time. You guys can read it on the screen. I'm going to just say the suspect. And I don't even want to say Charlie Kirk's assassin because I don't want to associate this loser with Charlie Kirk's name. But you guys get it. Charlie Kirk's killer, there we go. I just read it. Just reading what it is. Has been charged by Utah with aggravated murder, setting him up for the death penalty. For a death penalty trial per documents obtained by Steven Crowder. Thank you, Steven Crowder, for Steven Crowder. He's been on fire with this whole thing, and lately. I mean, they somehow get these documents. I don't know how he does it. Just amazing work by the team over there with Steven Crowder. This is addition to pending federal charges, which also carry the death penalty. The firing squad is coming, says Nick Sorter on X. If you guys don't know, Utah death penalty still allows the firing squad. I know that's extreme, but go watch the Charlie Kirk video again of him being shot, and you tell me. You tell me if it's too extreme. Let me blow this up so you guys can see it. How are you guys doing in the chat, man? I want to hear you guys in the chat. Thank you for joining me. It is currently 3:25 p.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast, 6:25 Eastern time. You guys doing okay today, man? I want to check in with you guys. Albert said on YouTube says, have we declared Antifa a terrorist group? Not yet, but we should. How do we not at this point? How do we not? Tyler Robinson had the same beliefs that Antifa holds. They have the same beliefs. How do we not designate them? And these people believe violence is the answer. They truly believe that violence is the answer. How can you not designate that? Designate Antifa by now as a terror group? That's a great point, Albert. Austin Bowers over on Facebook says, dark web backdoor sources say a left-wing Democrat similar to Charlie Kirk, someone very popular is next, according to the dark web. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to dark web stuff like that because it's just full of people that just like to, yeah. So I don't know how much. Gavin Long says, my wife and I will be there to meet you and celebrate the life of the great Charlie Kirk, not Kurt. I know what you meant, Gavin, on YouTube. Thank you so much, brother. Looking forward to seeing you guys and many others tonight at the Candlelight Vigil at 7 p.m. at Tualatin Community Park in Tualatin, Oregon. Going to be a lot of police presence there. It's going to be safe, and a lot of patriots going to be there. This is the last place you want to try something. Gilda on YouTube says, I'm still shedding tears, but I take comfort in knowing he's with the Lord, his Lord and Savior. 100% Gilda. Hey, if you're on X, feel free to comment and we'll pull it up. If you're on X anywhere across all my platforms that is live right now, blow up the chat right now with prayer hands for Charlie Kirk. Let's honor him. Let's he will never be forgotten. His work will never be forgotten. Andrew Wiley on Facebook says this stops by continuing to open up the door to direct conversation, encouraging people to sit at the table. It's a movement. Movements are slow to build, but unstoppable in momentum. I don't think these people, Tyler or Andrew on Facebook, I don't think that people like Tyler Robinson, these people that are out there that are cheering him on, that are cheering Charlie Kirk's death, I don't think they want to have any direct conversation. I think this is what they wanted. And this is what they want to continue to happen until people like you and I don't exist anymore. Thank you for your comment, brother. There is a movement, though, and God is doing good. God is doing good through all this. Katie Cat on Facebook or on YouTube says, I keep seeing the video, too. It's impossible to sleep. Man, I woke up. Are some of you waking up at, let me get it off this loser's face real quick. Are some of you waking up? Let me put the chat as well, because I know you guys like seeing each other up there. Let me add this in here. Apps and widgets. Let's get the chat box in there. Add a scene. Boom. Look at you, beautiful people. Look at you guys. Oh. Let's get that up there. My goodness, David, what are we doing? Okay, let's get that up there so you guys can see. What was I saying, producer? Oh yeah. So thank you. This guy's on it, dude. This was good. This was a good hire right here. We just hired producer Brandon a couple weeks ago. He just started 3 days ago. He's been killing it. Thank you, producer Brandon Collins. I've been waking up at the same times the last 2 nights. It's actually really crazy. I woke up at like 12 o'clock because I go to bed about like 10. I woke up at midnight and then I woke up again at 4 a.m. Like 3:59, 4 a.m. both nights. It's like crazy. And I've been hearing other people that have been commenting on my stuff that have been saying, yeah, I've been waking up at like 4 a.m. That's crazy. Is that the Holy Spirit like prompting us to do something? I mean, I'm going to start praying now. Like now that I think of it, I'm going to start praying every time I wake up in the middle of the night. You know, the enemy wants us to get bad sleep. He wants us to be worried. He wants us to be tired, exhausted. And I'm just going to use this time next time. If I wake up in the middle of the night tonight, I'm just going to pray instead of sitting there scrolling on my phone, which is what I did for like an hour. And I went to bed at like 5:30 and woke up again at like 7:30 because I like literally was on there scrolling because I couldn't get enough of this, everything that's going on. So here's what was the official charges that was brought on this coward, Tyler James Robinson, born on what was his date of birth? Does it say it on there? Arrest date was, they arrested him today at 4 a.m. I'm guessing that's going to be central. So maybe like 2 a.m. our time on the Pacific coast. 510, total charges 3. Here's some more information. He was, let's see, date of birth 4/16/2003. Man, this is sad. I'm gonna get to how I'm gonna get to my thoughts on college and if you're sending your kids to college. And I'm not trying to, again, I'm not ever gonna be here to try to like make you feel bad. I'm just telling you the truth. And I've been saying this for years. Stop sending your kids. If your kid wants to go to Berkeley, Cal University in Berkeley, California, wants to go to some crazy liberal school. First of all, if they want to go to those schools, it's probably too late at that point. You got to catch your kids early and you got to stay on your kids. You are not your kid's best friend. Parents, you are not your kid's best friend. You are their parent. You have a duty to protect them and not just let them do what they want and love them through what they want to do. That is not what being a parent means. Being a parent is fighting the hard battles and being the bad guy sometimes, even if your kid says they hate you, which they will if you're doing your job. You fight like hell for your kids. You don't send them to indoctrination camps in the name of, I'm just going to support them and love them through this. I can't tell you how many parents I've heard that have I've seen, they go, I don't know what happened. My daughter and my son are liberals and they're so caught by the far left. I'm telling you, not every single time, but most times, it's because parents dropped the ball and you allowed your kids to do what they want too many times. You can't send your kid to a indoctrination camp. I have experienced it. I went to Portland Community College for a year, Chemeketa Community College. George Fox even had it. I have a 4-year degree. I experienced the indoctrination up close, and I warn every one of my daughter's friends, all the young people I come into contact with, I say, you have to be careful. You cannot underestimate how powerful this indoctrination is. I'm not trying to be sensationalist. I'm really not trying to exaggerate this. There was a time where I even was questioning my faith and where I stood because they make it seem so convincing. But thank God I was raised by, good parents and a good mother who taught me about spiritual warfare and discernment and had me in church enough. You know what really saved me and kind of brought me back when I was going through college was church. If you're not ready to fight the tough battles with your kids, you shouldn't be a parent. I'm sorry. That's going to make a lot of people upset. But if you're not ready to fight the tough fights, that's what parenting is. Parenting is not that you have a kid and it becomes your best friend and you just let them do what they want and you're just there to love them. Sometimes loving them is telling them the truth and preventing them from doing things that are going to harm them and then telling them the why. You always have to tell your kids the why. Why am I making this decision? Why don't I want you to go to that dance? Why don't I want you watching that movie? Why I don't want you going to that college? Why? You have to tell your kids the why. And I promise you, it will sink in. I am so proud of my daughter right now and not to sit here and brag like I'm some great, I'm not, I haven't been a perfect parent. I've definitely had my mistakes. I was too hard on my kid at an early age, too hard. I spanked her a couple times a little bit too hard and out of anger. And thank God I had good people around me that were like, this is not how we do things. I was like 21, 20 at the time. This is not how we do things. Okay. You can't discipline your kid in anger, right? So I'm not a perfect parent, but I'm telling you that my daughter I am so proud of her because she is she'll come home and say something. I'll go, whoa. All this time that I've been investing in her, I'm not sure if she's listening. I'm not sure if and then you see it it's almost like the Bible is real when it says teach your children the truth, raise your children the right way, and they won't depart from it. They won't depart from the truth. And I'm just so proud of her, man. I'm so proud of her. Here's some more information coming out about the suspect. He was the only leftist in his family, according to a high school friend. This is Colin Rugg on X. Robinson was pretty left on everything. The only member of his family that was really leftist, a friend said, according to The Guardian. The rest of the family was very hard Republican. Again, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is literally Exhibit A of what I hadn't even read this yet. How does the whole family Republican and this kid isn't? Something happened along the line where the parents stopped parenting and they allowed their kid to go unmonitored on social media, unmonitored about who they were hanging around with, who was influencing. You have to watch out who's influencing your kid. If there's anything you take from this, know who is influencing your kid, because that's who they're going to probably most likely become. At some point, Tyler Robinson was released by his parents and allowed to go get, radicalized online and through school. Something happened along the way where the parents, and I'm not saying that like every parent, I'm not saying that Tyler Robinson's parents wanted this for him. I'm saying we have to be intentional parents. We have to be parents that are calculated. You wake up every single day with your child in mind, knowing who they're around, who's influencing them. I can't tell you how many times I fought for my kid. My kid still doesn't have social media. She's 17 years old. She still doesn't have social media. And I've even said, you can have an Instagram right now if you'd like. And she goes, no, I don't even want it, because I've noticed I'm happier than my friends. And I thank you for constantly catching me. That was like a 5-year battle of constantly catching. Somehow she found a way around the parental controls, but God would allow us to catch her every time. It was so crazy the way that the Spirit allowed me to catch my daughter when she had a TikTok. There was TikToks that she had of her dancing promiscuously. And the Lord revealed that to me. We caught her. We stopped it. And then we caught her again and again and again. I never gave up. There was a point where I was like, well, why even bother anymore? Just every other kid has it. But that attitude, which I didn't give into, is why Tyler Robinson probably at some point his parents were like, you know what? He's our kid, right? He's not gonna, we're just gonna check out. We're exhausted. Parents, listen to me. Do not get exhausted. Do not get weary. Fight the good fight, because your kids are worth it. The friend says Robinson became extreme in his political views around his sophomore year of high school. Some of the writings that Robinson allegedly wrote on the bullet casings were from a video game, Helldivers 2, according to the outlet. The game is about troops who are fighting in the name of democracy. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Coco Clarified, good friend of the show, said this on X, and there it is. Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old accused of killing Charlie Kirk, confirms to The Guardian that he was a leftist. The friend says he was a left-wing on all issues, and he became extreme on politics. Suspect's high school friend says Robinson was the only leftist in the family over a very hard Republicans. Guys, seriously, save this live, because if you're dumbfounded, and there's many people that are going to read this and go, how does this happen? It can happen to anybody. It could have happened to my kid if I would have given up the fight for her soul. If I would have just said, you know what, all of her friends have social media. She's 13. We're just going to, no, I knew the dangers of social media. I knew it was worth fighting for, fighting against for my kid. I knew the dangers of, because if there's a place that's really hard to monitor your kid, it's social media. There are so many ways they can delete their tracks and watch things that they're not supposed to be watching, and delete their tracks, delete their search history. At some point, Tyler Robinson's parents gave up on him or didn't fight enough for him. I'm really not trying to be on here to offend you guys or get you worked up or get you upset, but what I'm telling you is truth. I know what I'm talking about. You are not your child's best friend. Maybe you can be their friend, maybe secondary, but your first job is to be a parent, to prepare them for the real world. How are you preparing your kid for the real world? I love this. Let's get some good news going in here, or some positivity going in here. Christian, I don't know if you guys saw this video. This is so awesome. Christian kid calls out those making light of the Charlie Kirk assassination. All he did was have boldness in his faith with Jesus Christ. Look at this video. This is so amazing. I love this.
Wait, don't scroll. I wanted to come.
This gives me hope in America's youth and in this country. This gives me hope.
Wait, don't scroll. I wanted to come on here and talk about the death of someone I looked up to, Charlie Kirk. And I wanted to say that it is disrespectful how people are making Fortnite memes and talking bad about him like he was a horrible person. All he did was have boldness in his faith with Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are so mean to people just because they have beliefs. We, as Christians, we respect you for your beliefs, but we tell you what's wrong and what's right, righteously. But you do not need to be making fun of him because a tragedy has happened. That's all I want to come on here to say is it's blatantly rude and disrespectful to be talking about someone's death like he's just a piece of trash. He has a family, he has kids, he has a wife. You guys want someone to respect you if you got shot, right? If you passed away, you would not want anyone to be talking bad about you. And I saw a video, I saw someone making fun of his wife too. Like, that's just horrible and rude. And today is a very special day to me because I hit 14,000 followers, but I don't even want to celebrate that because I just feel guilty that someone I looked up to passed away, and I'm still able to be on this earth. That's how grateful you have to be. So just stop making fun of him and just go. Like, just stop making fun of him. It's not even funny at all.
You're seeing a kid right here that has amazing parents, I promise you. Either he's got amazing parents or amazing grandparents. Whoever's raised this kid understands everything I just said. This is what a kid looks like that gets it, that has parents that fight for him every single day, that have parents that understand that they are not his best friend, they are his parents. My gosh, man. What's this kid's?
You guys want someone to respect you.
Follow this kid. Is at Faith Talks with DJ on Instagram. I'm going to go follow him right after this. In fact, can you go on that computer over there on Instagram and go follow this kid right now? Faith Talks with DJ. Let's go follow this kid. Amazing, man. How old is this kid? 14? How old was this kid? Or how old is this kid? He's something he's like a middle school or something, or maybe like early high school. 2103. Oh, I don't want to say my password over the... Don't worry, it's 7 characters. Okay. How you guys doing in the chat, man? Talk to me in the chat. What's going on? That kid is amazing. That just restored, I want to know this kid's, and we're going to find out what this kid's background is, who his parents are and how they've raised him. And of course, you're going to have people on the left that go, he's brainwashed. Shut up. Good. Brainwash him. Brainwash him with truth. You should be brainwashing your kids with truth. But when it becomes, I'm just going to text you. Do you have the first 4? Okay, I'm gonna text you the other. I'm gonna text you the other thing so you can go follow. We're trying to follow this kid right now. Those are the last 4 characters. So I would love to know this kid's background. I promise you, his parents are amazing people. Look at this country artist. I don't know who this is, and I've been listening to country for a year now. But Gavin Adcock led a Charlie Kirk chant at his concert. This was pretty cool. I think this was last night. Absolutely beautiful. And then you have New Zealand. I mean, I'm talking not even just in America, but across the world, people are celebrating Charlie Kirk because he meant so much to people who believe in freedom, people who believe in the values that we hold as Americans. That's not just exclusive to America. People around the world, Canada, New Zealand, Europe, people like Iran. There are people around the world who look to America and you won't hear this from the media. You'll just hear the negative part from the media and the people that hate America. But there are people around the world who still look to us as a light of hope. And you're seeing the proof of this right here. Look at this. New Zealand paying tribute. this is cool and all, but New Zealand's we need you to get your gun rights back because I'm pretty sure they just gave up their gun rights like pretty recently. I don't know if I'm pretty sure if that's in New Zealand. If you're in the chat, help me out with that. Let's go read some chats right now. This is so great, man. Seeing people celebrate Charlie Kirk and just celebrate who he was. We have almost 1,000 tuning in right now across the 3 platforms that are live. If you're on Instagram, I don't know if we're live on Instagram, but if we are, Instagram cuts off the live after an hour. So feel free to come to one of the other platforms at 4 o'clock or whenever it cuts off on YouTube, Facebook, or X at Dave Medina PDX. I'm not even bothering going live on TikTok because I'm so disgusted with TikTok. They're still stuck in 2021. I don't know why Trump continues to tout them when they are continuing to censor conservatives and Christians. Anyways, no president's perfect, but we love our President Trump, don't we? Just hold TikTok accountable, Mr. President, if you don't mind. So let's read it. Someone said it was Israel. Okay, calm down. I do think it's kind of weird. Hey, listen, I am. If you don't know about my stance on Israel and the whole Gaza situation over there, I don't think Israel is perfect as a country. I don't think Bibi Netanyahu is perfect. They need to be held to the same account as everybody else. I think that they have made some bad decisions, but they have the right to their land and they have the right to defend themselves. That's my official stance on the whole Israel Gaza situation over there. Okay, I know some of you are very, very, very passionate about that. I appreciate you. Those that are like more on the Candace Owens side and like the, and then those that are on like the Brandon Tatum side, the pro-Israel and pro-Palestine. Listen, I respect all of you, but that's my official stance. Israel has a right to defend itself, but I do think it's really curious that Charlie started questioning Israel like right before this. When he was doing it, I was like, this is weird because Charlie, if there's been a bigger defender of Israel, it's Charlie. And he started asking questions. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Whew. Israel, chill. Okay, don't come get me. All right. I love Israel. I'm going to get an I love Israel shirt. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't like that kids are dying over there. I don't like that. But you have to also understand Hamas hides behind these people. You have to understand that the terrorist group Hamas is the one that uses these people for human shields and herds them into buildings when they know a building's going to get bombed or whatever, just so they can. You have to understand there's a lot of deception, and I'm not an expert in that field. But 2 things can be true at once. I don't want to see innocent people dying, but none of us know what is really going on besides the people in the region. Okay. And I don't want to see innocent people dying anymore. That's why I don't like, we need to end the Ukraine-Russia war. Like, I don't like people dying anywhere. And we got to be careful. What did you just send me?
Erica Kirk will be speaking with the press at 8:15.
Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, is this is breaking right now. She's going to be speaking, making a statement at
8:15
Eastern. At 5:15 p.m. We'll probably be off of this by then, unless you guys want us to stick around to cover that. Erica Kirk, the wife of Charlie Kirk, the now widow of Charlie Kirk, is going to be speaking at 5:15 Pacific time, 8:15, 7:15 Central. I mean, do we cover all the time zones? My gosh. Contra on YouTube says, I live in Oregon too. Thanks for doing what you do here. Well, appreciate you, Contra. Amen, says Gavin Long on YouTube. Tiffany Cooper says, are we having a vigil tonight or is this weekend in Portland? There's a lot of vigils going on. I think there should be one in every city, but tonight specifically, September 12th, 7 p.m., Tualatin Community Park. Go look at my social media pages. I have it posted. There's going to be some local celebrities there, some people that in the sports industry, some people in the Hollywood industry are going to be there. Well, they say they're going to be there. They might not show up. I don't know, but they're told me they're going to be there. But 7 p.m., peaceful, all ages welcome. Police, local law enforcement reached out to me. They're going to have police presence there. They're not taking our side. Police are supposed to be neutral. He didn't do that. He just wanted to get information, but he says that we're going to have a presence there. There's going to be officers within the crowd to make sure, and around the crowd to make sure everything goes smoothly. So there's going to be a lot of police. It's right across the street from Tualatin Police Department. So 7 p.m. tonight, Tualatin. If you can't make that drive and you're closer to Salem, Albany, Eugene, you guys can go to the one. If you don't want to drive up here, make it up here. You can go to this one in Salem. They're having one. The local TPUSA chapter is having a vigil tonight at 7 p.m., same exact time at Corbin University in front of the clock tower in Salem, Oregon. A little bit kind of in between Salem and Turner. I think the Corbin address might be Turner, but it's Salem. I mean, it's like right there on Amsoil Highway over there in that area. So if you can't make it up here, you can't make it over here, go support that. Please go support that. We need to be supporting all of these events. We need to not be fighting about who's throwing what. We just need to go support your local one. Okay. And let's just come together, please. I can't stress it enough. We need to be coming together right now. There needs to not be any infighting. We need to not be infighting. I mean, you even have people that didn't like Charlie Kirk on the right that are literally speaking out for him. Like, this is a time of unity, man. Charlie Kirk might have just won Oregon the governorship and many other blue states, elections in 26. You never know. Let's come together. Let's figure it out. Let's see here. Yeah, Tiffany, hope to see you there. I keep seeing it was Israel. Like, let's calm down for a sec. Okay. Hey, who did 9/11? No, I'm just kidding. No, we're not going to get into that. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm just joking. I'm not trying to spark debate. We're just having a good time. Okay. We're trying to make light of a tragedy right now. We're trying to, we don't want to always be doom and gloom. Okay. Let's see. Haley Marie Lewis on, Facebook says, "Hey David, I messaged you. Are you coming to Eugene, Virgil too? I would love to make it, dude. Hey, if any of you guys have like a helicopter, you can come pick me up over here outside of Portland. I'd love to make that. I got things going on tomorrow. I got to really let my mind rest. And I have personal plans tomorrow. I'll just tell you, I'll be at Oktoberfest tomorrow. I planning on going there with some people, some friends, and kind of just decompress. It's been a crazy week. So I already committed to that. And so that's where I'll be. Haley, I appreciate you so much. I would love to see all you guys down there in Eugene, but please send me photos and images so that we can get those out, man. I want to get all of the Virgils that are going on. I want to get all of the pictures out. Okay. I'm not one of those people that just because I'm going to one Virgil that I just only care about that one. No, dude, my pages. And it's so crazy, man. Like, so many people like throw so much hate at me just because, like, listen, I started an Instagram page. I didn't know what I was doing 7 years ago. The Instagram page a lot of you guys follow. I just was like, Lord, use me if you want to use me. And the Lord has been using me. This isn't my doing. I'm not like some like special person, dude. I just been used by the Lord. An idiot that's made a lot of mistakes in my life is being used by the Lord, just like he used idiots in the Bible, right? So believe me when I say that my social media pages are not David Medina's. They are our social. Everybody that believes in freedom, God, country, family, the values of our Constitution. This is your pages, okay? I want to get all of this information out so we can all come together. There needs to be more of what I'm doing here. There needs to be more people doing this, please. I want to retire early and go on vacation more. I don't want to be the only one doing this. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of great people out there. I wish more men would step up, but Taryn Dar here in Oregon, PDX Real, Angela Todd here in Oregon. You have Oregon Citizen. You have K-Soak, Kristen, K-Soak Uncensored. A lot of great personalities here in Oregon. And a lot of national personalities that are fighting the good fight as well. So go give those people a follow. And man, there needs to be more. There needs to be more. And there needs to be more men. Okay, there needs to be more men. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting more soft when I'm hanging around these girls too much. I'm just kidding. I love you, women. You're smarter than us. No, I'm just kidding. Now I get the men coming after me like, "Hey, what are you talking about, dude? Women need to be in the kitchen making sandwiches." Dude, chill out. Okay, bro? Like, for real. Oh, we love having fun here, don't we? Don't take anything I say serious like that, please. Don't be a snowflake. All right. Where and when in Salem, says Jamie Wright Myers, who clearly missed what I just said. I love your profile picture, by the way. Corbin University in Salem tonight at 7 p.m. Corbin University being put on by the local TPUSA chapter, okay? God bless Charlie Kirk and yourself, Mr. Medina, says Gavin Long on YouTube. Gavin, you're a guy, man. You're a guy. I'll be in Salem, says Monique. I love that. Go be in Salem. Please be safe. If there's agitators that show up, please just love on them. Don't argue with them. What does the Bible say about arguing with a fool? You argue with a fool, you're going to become a fool. Just don't do it. It's a waste of time. Share this stream, blow up the chat. Well, I'm going to tell you what helps gets this thing out there. When you like this live, if you're on Facebook, X, like this live, share it, get people on here. Let's build this community. I am so blown away that this is like my second time going live since I like restarted my content like in a legit way. And we had like over 2,000 live viewers last time on our very first live. And we're creeping up to 1,000 right now on just 3 platforms. I mean, that's so amazing. Let's keep building this, man, because not to build this for my name, but to build this so more people can hear the truth. I can't tell you our page is here and what I've been doing on social media and what we've all been doing. I can't tell you how many people that's won over to Christ, how many people that's won over to conservatism. I can't tell you how many messages I saw of people like, I'm done voting Democrat. I'm not kidding. I'm never going to BS you. I am not kidding. I had messages, even comments. If you go look on some of my posts, when I was posting the other day, said, I'm done voting Democrat. Like, I'm done. People are done, dude. We're done. The enemy screwed up for sure. Matt Demo on Facebook says, agree. And before the death penalty, he should be put in a cell with TVs that he can't break or get his hands on and play the Charlie Kirk over and over and over again. I don't know, man. I think he would probably like that because he's evil. Thanks for your comment, Matt. Peter Probasco says, we are having one today too, which I am going. It's awesome, man. Love your profile picture of Charlie and his wife. If you guys missed it, Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, is going to be speaking here at 5:15 Pacific, 8:15. Did it give details like where, producer?
It's going to be on all socials.
But like, where is she going to be speaking from or with? Is she going to be with somebody? Is she going to be with President Trump? Is she going to be like, how does it show how it's going to be presented? Can you look that up so we can give them the information? Charlie Kirk's wife's going to be speaking pretty soon. So if we're still live, I don't think we'll be live. We're probably going to cut this off here in about a half hour just because I got to get ready for the vigil. Did I call it the Virgil earlier? It's been, man, we haven't got a lot of sleep tonight. Okay, this week, just chill. Like, take it easy on me, please.
Turning Point USA's social media pages.
Okay, so it'll be on Turning Point USA's social media pages. So she's probably at the headquarters of Turning Point USA in Phoenix, Arizona. Kenneth says on Facebook, you see the video where the 2 guys were making hand signals. Dude, that's already been debunked. I did see that, and I did give some thought to it, but one of the guys that was making the signals is like one of Charlie's closest friends. He's actually someone. Well, who was he on? What's his name? Frank Turek, which is like one of Charlie's closest friends, and he's someone that we've been following. That like, there's no way he would have anything to do with it. So that's been debunked. Shadow Beast on YouTube says, I am coming to the vigil tonight and want to meet you, man. You come to my college, PSU, a lot and want to share the grief of Charlie, man. Come on down, baby. Come on down, share that grief. Let me get my paws on you. Let me get you a big hug. Let's come together tonight. Okay. Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you there, Shadow Beast. I can't sleep either, man, says Brian on Facebook with no profile picture. Brian, let's get a profile picture. I'm sure you're good looking enough to have one. You're not like these crazy leftists that hide their faces. I'm like convinced that they hide their faces. Well, because they're actually live in fear. Far leftists, they actually live in fear. And that's why they hide themselves, because they're actually in fear. That's why they do acts like Tyler Robinson did, because they're fearful little people. And I honestly feel like they don't want to share the profile picture because they truly don't want to show the world their mug. But Brian, let's get a profile picture on you. I'm sure you're a good looking dude. Butch on Facebook says, I woke up at 11 p.m., 2 a.m., and 4 a.m. There you go. Butch Massey on Facebook. So crazy, man. Let's go look over. We're live right now. It's about 4:52 Pacific, or actually 4:52, 4 o'clock. Just hit the top of the hour, 4 o'clock p.m. on the Pacific Coast, West Coast. If you're joining us, if you're on the East Coast, it's 7 p.m. Charlie Kirk's wife is going to be speaking here in a little bit. This was New Zealand. People were dancing. The guys that just got their gun rights taken away with a really cool dance. We got to get our gun rights back. This was really cool earlier. Charlie Kirk, if you don't know, was a big fan of the Chicago Cubs. You saw him with his Chicago Cubs hat in a lot of videos and photos, and he was known to be a Cubs fan. He was also an Oregon Ducks fan. I don't know if you guys knew that. He was a big Oregon Ducks fan. Charlie Kirk loved the Oregon Ducks. This was earlier at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Check this out.
Today we ask you to join us in a moment of reflection as we call for an end to all political violence. May all of us...
All political violence. There's only one side that political violence is coming from, okay? Let's just make that very clear. I should say consistently coming from.
As Americans come together in solidarity to strengthen our nation, end these senseless acts, and turn to civil discourse to discuss our differences. On Wednesday, political activist Charlie Kirk, a lifelong Cubs fan and Chicago area native, was killed at a public gathering in Utah, leaving behind his wife and 2 young children. Please join us in a moment of reflection.
I don't know about you, but this guy's too uppity with how he's talking right now. He's got too much of a uppity tone. Okay, I don't like it. There's a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk at the Cubs game. I just cannot. I still in this moment cannot believe that we're saying this. That we're having a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. I can't believe that we're never going to see another piece of content from Charlie Kirk. I can't believe we're never going to see another prove me wrong from Charlie Kirk. I can't believe we're never going to see another tweet or another gotcha moment from Charlie Kirk. It just blows my mind, man. This is still hitting me, man. It's still hitting me. Oh my goodness. Hey, if you're on social media, follow me. Go ahead and follow. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We don't have all the cool overlays yet. We just built this studio, this online studio that you see all this interface, this UI. We just built this like yesterday. So we weren't planning to go live, but we also weren't planning to lose Charlie Kirk. This was pretty cool. Breaking Secretary of War, formerly known as the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, just ordered Pentagon staff to identify any and all individuals within the department celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination so they may be punished. It's F around and find out season, folks, says Eric Daughtry on X. Man, who else loves this dude? I am so pleasantly surprised with this guy. I'm also very impressed with Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. I'm also very impressed with RFK Jr. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing from these guys. Let's get those criminal alien deportations up, though. Let's get our deportation numbers up, if you don't mind, President Trump. Let's take our country back completely on every level. This happened earlier, breaking earlier. Police have evacuated the area around the suspect's home, the coward who killed Charlie Kirk, his home, after receiving concerning information. We don't know what that is. Can you go see if there's an update? No update on that yet? Okay, I appreciate that. And then it's unclear what information it's related to. Further threats of violence from the left would not be a surprise to anyone. This is around Charlie Kirk's killer's home, correct? Not Charlie Kirk's home. His killer's home. This was earlier today. Let's watch this.
We were preparing to go live and show you this all on air, but moments ago, police told us that we had to evacuate the area, that they got some type of concerning information basically directly in front of or around the family home. We're not certain what that concerning information is, but there was also a chopper above, and authorities told us that we had to clear the area. So that's why I'm on the phone right now. We're not able to show you this on camera. But the neighborhood where the family...
I want to show you guys something. I want to react to this. You guys know who Destiny is? He's this far left commentator. I know. I don't want to burn your eyes and ears. My producer is already over here going, please don't. No, we need to, because this guy is such a piece of garbage. And the way he reacted to the real-time news of Charlie Kirk being assassinated was so disgusting. And some of the gotcha points he thought he made, I just want to debunk that for just a quick minute, if you guys don't mind. This guy Destiny is one of the most, I don't know how he's so big. He is so ignorant all the stuff he spews. Just because you talk fast and you think of things to say quickly, it doesn't make you smart or intelligent. It doesn't make you a great debater. If you've seen Destiny get destroyed by some of the best debaters, he's been destroyed before when he tried to debate some of these, prominent conservatives. Just because you talk fast and you think quick on your feet, it doesn't mean what you're saying is correct or true. Destiny is one of the most despicable human beings on the planet. I'm going to try to find that video. Destiny, let's type in Charlie Kirk. He's like, and I'm not going to make, like, I'm not in the business of always, like, I may say like something to kid around, but I don't want to make fun of this, how this guy talks and stuff. Oh, this guy is just so disgusting. I'm almost don't want to do this to you guys. He was literally like, do I want to do, where's the video?
Do we want to find out next?
No, it was on YouTube. This idiot was on YouTube, and it was his like live reaction of Charlie Kirk being assassinated. He's like, "Oh my gosh, did he die? Did he die?" Destiny debates. I would love to debate Destiny, man. I'm telling you, you guys. I'm telling you, just because someone has a lot of followers, it doesn't make them smart. I would love to debate this guy. I would tear this guy apart, and I'm not trying to like rage bait or bait him or anything, because he probably will never see this because he's so big. But I would destroy this guy. I would absolutely. He is literally. There are so many holes in the arguments that he gives, and it's just that he picks people that aren't good on their feet to debate.
He posted 2 days ago that he's coming to the West Coast.
Is he coming to the West Coast?
He said sign up to.
Did he take down his video of finding out that Charlie Kirk was? I think he might have taken down his video. You guys, hold on. Let me. He's live right now. He's live right now.
Maybe we're here in Portland and still have that
Let's see
old
his live
busted
thing. He's got,
fence,
like,
or maybe you're just tired
20,000
of having
people watching
zero
right now.
privacy.
Is that not a problem?
Wait. Are you implying that the
You
other
just said-
side?
you said
Hold on, wait.
the
Yeah,
solution is go
wait.
tit for
Are
tat,
you
right?
Are you implying that I'm worried that Republicans are going to call for violence now? Because
No,
they've
no.
already all done that.
Notice he goes like this. Like,
What are you talking about?
Okay, and I'm saying the tit for tat. We've had the tit, and now you're saying that what has to come next is the tat. And
I love
just-
tits.
Yeah, and that's where we've been for 10 years since 2016. It's the back and forth. Yeah, and the other side is unwilling to return to civility.
So yeah, I would look though at who have been the most effective.
So what this guy said on the video that I saw was he was finding out in real time, Destiny, this idiot at the top. He was finding out that Charlie Kirk was shot, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, did they shoot him? Did they shoot him? This is supposed to be Utah. Everybody's supposed to be armed. There's supposed to be a lot of guns here. It's supposed to be super safe, right?" Yeah, so let's take away the good people's guns so that only the people only left with the guns are the bad guys. Yeah. Okay, Destiny. This guy is such a fraud on so many levels, and I honestly don't understand how he got as big as he did. I mean, he's good at talking. He's good on his feet. I'll give him that. But that's about it. The stuff that he says is so backwards.
Political leaders as far as actually effectuating real change in the
You
country
guys want to go off?
really throughout its history. Is it the people? Just to take one example, was it MLK? Was it Malcolm X? Was it the one who said, let's actively practice civil disobedience as we're being hosed down, as we're getting dogs set on us? We're going to remain unerringly peaceful in the face of this horrific violence because that is what's going to garner sympathy and win people to our side and persuade hearts and minds. Was it that guy who got massive legislation passed? Or was it the guy saying, no, actually, they've oppressed us, they've shot us, they've killed us, they've lynched us. It's time to take up arms and defend ourselves, which is the mentality that you're taking here now.
MLK's attachment to nonviolence was a strategy that was effective because people could accurately perceive that one side was attacking the other. Right now, you have an entire media apparatus that is lying to the entire country about who's committing the violence, about who's radicalizing everybody. They are unable to perceive what's actually happening. That's the issue. Again, over 80% of conservatives right now don't even believe in the results of the 2020 election. MLK's strategy only worked because people actually saw what was happening, and you didn't have a whole AI system.
You guys see what I'm talking about here? Oh, I'm not playing any more of this. You guys see what I'm talking about? We're being lied to. Conservatives are being lied to that violence is only coming from one side. Name the last MAGA mass shooter. Name the last mass shooter that was Republican, conservative, or a Christian. Name the last shooter. And you know what these guys do? They'll go, oh, well, they'll point out the shooters that they're all white guys, and they'll associate their skin color with conservatives. I'm pretty sure liberals are white too. But did you hear what he just said? Like, honestly, am I missing something? Guys, chat, am I missing something? When's the last MAGA mass shooter? And that's why they love January 6th. These people love January 6th, where a handful of people were idiots and in there hurting, and people attack cops on that day. I'm not going to pretend they didn't, but that was like less than 1% of the people that were there. Everybody else was literally just like walking around. And they want to point to January 6th because that's all they have. And that's why they made January 6th such a big deal. So that they could have something to point to, because they have nothing else. I mean, am I missing something? Has there been like a mass shooter that was a big time Christian or a MAGA or a Republican conservative? What is Destiny talking? What are you talking about, dude? All of these shooters have had far left ideology and beliefs. What are you talking about? And then he talks about MLK. Oh, that was a strategy because it was clear where the violence was coming from. Guess what, Destiny? It's clear today too. You're the one lying, bud. I'm really sorry for burning your eyes with that and bringing this guy into the chat. I understand if you unfollow me and quit this live and never watch me again for bringing him in here. But no, I'm just playing. Tonight, 7 p.m. We're going to have a vigil in memory of Charlie James Kirk. His wife is set to speak in an hour from right now. Friday, September 12th at 7 p.m., Tualatin Community Park. That's tonight, 7 p.m. There's also one going on that the local TPUSA chapter is putting on over in Salem at Corbin University. If you guys can't make it up here, please go support them over there. There's one in Eugene tomorrow. Eugene at 6 p.m. Please go support that one. Any vigil that pops up, please go support it. Unless they're asking for money. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, donate to come celebrate Charlie Kirk and come donate to us so that we can buy cars. I don't know, dude. There might be people out there that do that. I don't know. It's sick. There's people that are gonna try to capitalize monetarily on Charlie Kirk. That are not leftists. There are people that are going to try to exploit this to make money, and to further what they're doing. It's out. I guarantee you, it's happening out there across America. That people are raising money off of this tragedy. It's so wrong, dude. People that will say, donate to us for what we're doing in the name of Charlie Kirk, and we'll donate that money to Turning Point or to Charlie's funeral, and then meanwhile, none of that money will actually go there and just goes right into their pockets. Got to be careful. You got to be careful who you donate to and who you give your money to. You got to know who these people are. I'm talking about all across America. There's going to be a lot of opportunists that are going to try to make money off of this tragedy, unfortunately. But tonight, I hope to see you there. I will be there along with other leaders. What did you send me in Telegram? Oh, the Erica Kirk. Okay, let's pull up the Erica Kirk one. Listen to what he says at the end. While unconfirmed, it is believed Tyler Robinson was at this event. Okay, yeah, thank you. So this was, we're going to show you the announcement of Erica Kirk set to speak in an hour, Charlie Kirk's wife. This is confirmed video from the assassin speaking at an event. Look at this.
Hey. All right, a lot of people have showed up. Let's take a couple steps in. When I say when we fight, you say we win. When we fight. We win. When we fight. We win. When we fight. We win. Fighting is really hard. Fighting the boss is really hard, and it's hard to convince people to do it. Approval for unions is at historic highs, but approval for unions in an abstract has...
Yeah. He's going to say all the key words, far leftist, Antifa, domestic terrorist stuff. Okay, let's see what he says at the end. He says, listen to what he says at the end.
Members handing out handbills for our assaulting program, which just connects you with people in ongoing union struggles. They'll help you get a job where they are. They'll show you what they know, and they'll put you in real struggle against capital. Now, when we fight, we do win. But what's it going to take for you to fight? What's it going to take for you to lose? and then fight again. When we fight, when we fight, when we fight, thank you. You need to believe that they can see the system for what it is, to see capitalism as cruel, as unjust, and worth organizing to beat. I joined Salt Lake DSA after we won our union election to do just that, to build fighting working class socialist organizations, not just in a workplace, in workplaces, but one that fights everywhere, in our communities, in our streets, even in the halls of power, one that can fight on the shop floor for wages against.
Let me just tell you guys something really, and young people, listen to me. I don't know if these people are truly being deceptive when they talk about socialism or when they talk about anti-capitalist rhetoric like he's doing. I don't know if they're really this ignorant. I think it's a mixture of this, but also they know they're being dishonest. If you think socialism is a better structure economically and a better structure in America than capitalism, first of all, you don't have to look any further than Venezuela and all these other countries that have tried socialism. Okay, socialism sounds great, and it would be great if we had, if we had perfect people. But people aren't perfect. Capitalism is not perfect, but it's the best system we have. If you notice what he says about all this stuff that they says, they pass this off as like this is the answer because capitalism is so evil and it's so blah 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 blah. Yes, people take advantage of capitalism. That does happen, and like we're seeing kind of like the fault of capitalism today, with how much the middle class is being like literally erased, and you're just getting the very rich and the very poor. So capitalism, yes, does have its flaws, but these people are pretending like it's like compassion. We're fighting against capitalism with socialism because socialism, everybody gets the same and it's all level playing field. Yeah, so let's disincentivize hard work and let's leave the government in charge of the means of production. That makes a lot of sense because we can just trust our government, right? Because they, look what happened during COVID. Look at what happened all the other times that our government has lied to us. But yeah, let's give them more power because billionaires and millionaires shouldn't exist. I mean, it's like, are these people really being honest with what they're saying? Do you think they actually believe what they say? I think it's just a cover to usher in anarchy and usher in communism and usher in them being in power. I honestly think it's a cover in the name of compassion, right? In the name of health and safety. What else did you send me? Producer Brandon. Here's the which one? Okay, Erica Kirk set to speak at 5:15. This is breaking. The wife of Charlie Kirk will be speaking to the press at that's going to be, man, I don't even know if I can carry that live because I'm going to be a wreck. I'm going to be a mess watching that. Look at her right here. Is this a current photo? Look at this. Current photo of her waving. Look at this. Look at her face, how heartbroken she is. Can you imagine being this woman right now and looking at your kids with the third on the way and like the heartbreak and the deep sorrow she has for her children? Probably first because she's an amazing woman, and then the sorrow you have to feel for yourself that you just lost your husband. And in the manner that you lost him. And I pray to the Lord that she did not see that video. I pray that Erica Kirk did not see that video. She probably did, because that's her husband and she wants to know what happened. Can you imagine the horror that the horror that we felt? Imagine being her wife, Charlie Kirk's wife, watching that. Guys, we need to be praying for this woman. This poor girl, we need to be praying for her. Every day, she needs prayers. She needs a lot of things, but she needs prayers the most. I cannot imagine what she is going through right now. A woman that Charlie consistently talked about how she knew the risks of what he was doing, but believed in what he was doing. You all know, you got wives out there that are watching this that you know that, I mean, just when your kids leave, when your husband leaves, that worry that you have, you're always worried, especially if like your husband falls and like snaps his knee or something, or like twists his ankle. I mean, like you get like worried because that's your husband and, you know, and it's your family. Imagine what she felt like every day, knowing the risks that was hanging over Charlie's head as he did what he did. Man. Oh, I can't even fathom what she's going through. I can't even fathom. Brandon, did you have something else? Yeah, that's just, I don't want to get people upset. It's just something, someone put in an order to pay for a poster for a vigil for Charlie, and Office Depot refused. I won't be giving my business to them anymore, to refuse to print it because they said it was propaganda. That's a story coming from the libs of TikTok on X. I mean, are we surprised? Right? I mean, if you think that these people are going to like show like these people that are like Tyler Robinson that are celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk, if you think that these people are going to have a change of heart and they're going to be human, like you're not paying attention, right? You're not paying attention. It's 4:22. Erica Kirk set to speak here in about 40 minutes, or about 40 minutes, or at 5:15 p.m. Pacific, 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. The wife of Charlie Kirk will be giving a statement. My gosh, man. Look at the look on her face. I mean, just absolutely devastated. I mean, if I felt when I was at my gym when I heard the news of Charlie Kirk being shot. And when I saw the video, I knew right away he was done. I just didn't want to say it publicly. I knew, many of us knew, like people that know the body. Like I was licensed I was a licensed EMT for with the state of Oregon. And I went on a ride along as part of my duties to get that license. And I saw blood. I saw a dude's legs crushed, and I just couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. Probably should have prayed more about that one. But when I saw that video, I knew right away that he was done. There's just no way. There's no way he survives that. When I heard that news, I literally became ill. Like I couldn't feel my body. I was like ill, lightheaded. I had to sit down. And I went over to this kid that I knew followed me. Really amazing, nice, amazing kid. And I knew he'd be the only one that would understand like why I was feeling that way, because I couldn't talk that much. And I just went and sat next to him, and I was like, dude, I just need to sit down. I got like lightheaded. I cannot imagine how she felt when she heard the news. Oh. 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 Gosh, man. It's just crazy. We got any updates, Brandon, on anything? Again, vigil tonight for Charlie Kirk, Tualatin, Oregon. 7 o'clock, Tualatin Community Park, right across the street from the Tualatin Police Department. If my candles that I ordered come in time, we have about 150 candles that we'll have to hand out. Of course, bring your own. Don't bring a torch or any crazy candle that's gonna like light the park on fire. This is not like, this is just an event that's out there. This is not like, I didn't put my name on this. This is organized by many community leaders. So hopefully, if anything happens, it's not on me. Okay. But we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to pray a lot. We're going to talk to each other. I'm going to smell like Nordstrom because I'm going to hug so many people with so many different scents, like the Nordstrom cologne section. And I'm okay with that. Many of you have football games tonight to go to, varsity football games, events. I get that. I get it. I asked that maybe there's other football games. There's only one time that we can all come together like this for this kind of thing. Maybe come for a little bit and then go for the second half. I don't know. Maybe hold off what you're doing tonight. I know producer Brandon, what are you doing? You got an event you're going to. He's still thinking over there. No pressure. You're not required to come. But he's got an event. He's going to the George Janko. I don't know if you guys know who George Janko is, but he's in Portland tonight. And producer Brandon has some tickets. He invited me, but I don't know if I can make that. Got VIP for after the show. George Janko, he used to be on the Logan Paul. Was it Jake Paul or Logan Paul? I think it was Logan Paul podcast, very popular podcast. And he left the podcast, started his own thing, and has been very religious. He's had people on his show like Cliff. What's his last name? Connectly or something like that. He had Charlie Kirk on there. There's some clips of them. So George Janko is in Portland tonight for like his tour. I get it. People got stuff going on, man. I get it. Just pray for us at least. If you guys can, just pray for our protection. Pray that people will be saved, man. I would love for people to be saved tonight. USA Today asked me if Democrats should stop holding Trump accountable after the Kirk murder. The answer is absolute. This guy is such a piece of garbage. I don't want to read any of this like rage bait stuff. This is video of what I just told you guys about the Office Depot. Oh yeah, big surprise why they denied it. Look at the people. These are the people that are probably celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
We came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yeah, so
for somebody that passed. It's not
propaganda. I'm sorry, we don't put that here.
All right, so
Jesus, come soon, please. I can't do it with these people anymore. I just can't do it. Those are the people I can't share the country with. I don't want to share the country with those kind of people anymore. I don't want to share the country with those kind of people anymore. I mean, I think most of us can say that if we worked at this Office Depot and like Barack Obama got assassinated and someone wanted to hold a vigil for it, like we wouldn't say that. We'd print it for them. No matter how much we don't like Barack Obama, right? Oh, people are so gross, dude. Look at her hair. Like is that a helmet?
What's your name?
Farrell, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
I mean, she's got soy coming out of her pores.
Yes.
So,
Soy and kale smoothie coming out of her pores. Look at her, dude.
So they say they don't print political propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
You know, and I feel there. A part of me feels bad for these people because if you look at her and her build, she has no respect for herself or what she's doing, and she is someone that is probably highly, highly unhappy. And you know, I even though I don't want to share a country with her, I still would pray for her. I pray for her. Probably shouldn't have talked about her build. Probably not Christ-like. But hey, this is what the live show is, baby. You see my bad side too. You see my sinful side. Sorry. Hey, man, I'm kind of that build too. I mean, look at me. You know, we're working on it, right? We're down like 30 pounds from like the beginning of the year, believe it or not. I was at 252, bro. I was like a beast, okay? And now I'm like down to 220. Goal weight is like 195. That's where I want to be. But I'm tall. I'm 6'3". So, you know, I'm not compressed, right? So it's like it's a good 220. You know what I mean? Anyways, a lot of that weight is probably in my head. So, man. Oh. The White House just posted this beautiful tribute video for Charlie Kirk. Oh, man.
And to do something.
I want to do this. I listen, man. I told myself I'm not going to ever cry online. I'm not going to. And in fact, I don't even cry like offline, like because I've cried so much in the last 4 years that I don't even know if I can cry anymore. No, I can. I teared up a little bit at church the other night when they were singing worship songs after praying for Charlie Kirk. I teared up a little bit. But all right, let's watch it.
Only in America is it possible to say, you know what, I don't like the way the country is going, and to do something about it. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Stay involved. Trust God and act obediently. Romans 12:2 verse. That God will use all things for good for those who love him. It's bigger than you. I want you to remember that. It is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. You are here to make somebody else's life better, the pursuit of liberty and freedom. You know what gives me strength? The hundreds of thousands of you that say, Charlie, keep going.
1 Corinthians 5 and 15. So that's all pretty amazing evidence, not just intra-biblical evidence, but extra-biblical evidence that Jesus Christ was a real person. He lived a perfect life. He was crucified, died, and rose on the third day, and he is Lord and God of all.
Damn, man. Whew. Life's unfair sometimes, isn't it, folks? Life is unfair. Erica Kirk is set to speak here in about 45 minutes, supposedly on the TPUSA social media pages. I'm sure they'll have it on Fox News and all the other fake news channels. I want to leave you guys with this one last thing before we jump off this live. If these lives have like blessed you and you are like finding comfort in this, but also like getting information, please let me know in the comments. Please share it. I want to leave you guys with this before we jump off here, and I hope to see all of you tonight at the vigil in Tualatin Community Park in Tualatin, Oregon. I posted it on my social media pages if you want to see it. Hope to see you guys all there. If you're going through a storm right now, whether it's feeling rejected, if you're not feeling good enough, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you don't know where you're going and you're just like, what am I doing? If you're dealing with grief, if you've lost someone that you love, whether that's losing someone to death or you lost a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever you're going through, you lost a job, I want you to understand that it truly does get better if you don't give up. My house was raided by the FBI in March of 2021. The following year, I lost my wife. I lost multiple jobs. I lost my state job. I had friends, former friends, family, people disavowing me because they believed the narrative that January 6th was like worse than Pearl Harbor and that I was like some insurrectionist that like went in and started and like literally went in personally and started hanging people, which wasn't the case. I was nonviolent. I walked in an open Capitol, didn't even know what was going on, arrived at the Capitol late, like many other people did. And I had my life turned upside down all because these people wanted to get Trump and make Trump supporters look bad and make conservatives and Christians look bad. There were times I wanted to give up. There were times where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. There were times that I was like, I'm out. I have no more strength left. I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much. I got to that point several times. And I'm telling you right now, if I could push through all that, me, and get to where I'm at now, where I am the most healthy mentally, I'm a better father, I'm a better person, because I humbled myself before the Lord and said, listen, I've been doing it my way. I don't want to do it my way anymore. I want to get better. I went and got therapy, went to a Christian counselor. I didn't give up. I stayed in the gym, little steps, one day at a time. Stop worrying about tomorrow. Stop worrying about the week, the next week, what's going to happen in a month or a year. Keep pushing. Don't give up. When you give up and you give in to negative thoughts and you start thinking of multiple days at a time, that's what shuts you down. That's what gets you like in gridlock, mental gridlock, and you go wake up at 1 o'clock and you just sleep all the time and you watch, dude, go exercise, get into church, read your Bible. Even if you don't want to. There were times, so many times I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to read my Bible. I didn't want to pray. But you start building little habits one day at a time. Don't give up. Don't give up. No matter what you're going through, it will get better. I promise you. It is the same principle for everybody. If you don't give up and you realize where you need to get better and you keep going forward as a human being, becoming a better person, becoming, knowing what your faults are and what you need to get better at. Alcohol, turning to alcohol or drugs or pornography, those things are only going to keep you where you're at longer. Break free of that stuff. There'll be nights you go to bed where you're like, oh my gosh, I hate life. And I wish I would have just drank today, at least something to keep me happy. I wish I would have just watched pornography. That will make me feel better in the moment. I'm telling you, that stuff just makes you go backwards, man. That stuff just makes you go backwards. Please listen to me. You are literally stronger than you think. Men and women, listen to me. You are stronger than you think you are. You just have to have the will to not give up. Small steps, one day at a time. It will get better. I'm David Medina. Thank you for joining me today. Follow me at David Medina PDX across all social medias. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, the communist TikTok app. And God bless Charlie Kirk. God bless Charlie Kirk. God bless Erica Kirk, their kids, TPUSA family and staff. God bless all of you. I hope to see you. It's 4:37 p.m. Pacific. The vigil is going to be in about 2.5 hours at 7 p.m. Pacific. I hope to see you guys all there. And let's keep pushing, baby. You got this. You got this. You'll be all right. I love you guys.